Hi everyone, I hope you're all keeping well. I felt the urge to share something that I realised over the last couple of days actually, speaking to a lot of people, a lot of my clients, a lot of my students and friends and family, and it seems there's this overwhelming kind of pressure at the moment to be making the most of this time. And I thought it was really interesting because I've experienced something similar. So I actually have a weekend off, and normally my workflow is that I work 6 days a week and I have Sundays off. Everything's shifted around as it has for everyone. And I found myself with a weekend off, and I was like, right, I'm going to get up, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And I woke up this morning and I was like, I'm so tired. Like, I'm really, really exhausted. And I snoozed until like 8 o'clock. And now I'm just sitting in the garden. Haven't done what I normally do in the morning. Haven't even had breakfast, and it's like, I don't know, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I don't even know. And I was thinking, how interesting that we are all feeling quite a lot of pressure to make the most of the situation we're in. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, but I think we have to be realistic about the fact that whatever's happened to us in the last week or 2 weeks, and I know for some of us there's been quite a lot of positive changes. For some of us it hasn't been positive. I understand that everyone's having a different experience, but what we can all agree on is that there has been a huge change in our lives, in the way that we work, in the way that we are connected to our families and our friends. And with any changes in our lives, there needs to be this time to just kind of let it settle. Change is always, even when it's positive change, is always a bit kind of discombobulating. It's like there's a lot that goes on. And it became very apparent that everyone is experiencing the same thing. We're all a little bit tired and we're a bit like, wow, whoa, what's just happened? And so this is an invitation really for you to take the pressure off. You don't have to mow the lawn just because you've got more time, or do that project you've been meaning to do, or sort out your house because you've got time now. And in particular, there's a lot of parents who are feeling a huge amount of pressure to homeschool their children to the standards of the schools. And this kind of pressure that we're putting on ourselves not only takes a lot of the fun out of the things that we're doing, but also makes us feel, really overwhelmed. I think it's okay to take a step back and be like, whoa, what's just happened? And take a moment to just let it settle down. And I'm not saying, to throw caution to the wind, chuck everything up in the air and be like, I'm not going to do anything unless that feels good for you. Finding that place in the middle, that kind of balance between, I would like to really optimize this extra time that I have, if that's the situation that you're in. And also at the same time be like, I'm going to cut myself some slack and just chill out a little bit. And also be able to maybe enjoy some of the extra time that you've got, to take a little bit longer in the mornings, take a little bit longer over your lunch, whatever it is, to just once again take the pressure off that we put on ourselves to make the most of everything and do these things because we can, and homeschool our children to the best of our abilities and make sure it's to the standards of the schools. It's okay that we want to try hard. That's really commendable that as humans we want to try our best. But just notice if you are putting a lot of pressure on yourself and you can feel it, it's the constriction, it's the pressure that stops you from being able to kind of enjoy it. There's a lightness to being able to do things and enjoy them. So as always, this is me kind of popping up to invite you and give you the permission that you can just chill out and take a moment to just be like, what has just happened? This is crazy. And let it settle. And then you'll probably find, once you've had a little bit of a chill, and today I'm pretty much just lounging around in my lounging clothes. I'm probably not going to get dressed into what I call like daytime clothes. I'm just going to give myself the permission to just let everything settle, because the changes over the last week for everyone have been massive, and for me my work's just fundamentally changed, and I'm going to give myself some time to just settle. And then I'm sure after a couple of hours of settling I'll be like, right, and I'll feel really excited and energized about doing the things that I want to do, rather than feeling this pressure like I have to do it and make the most of it. So give yourself less pressure, take the pressure off as best as you can. You know, maybe take a little bit of time over some of the things that you enjoy, and you'll probably find very quickly you'll get back into that momentum of wanting to do those things that you felt like you really, really had to do. But instead of doing them because you have to do them, you'll do them and enjoy them. So I hope that you have a good day, and that the sun is shining wherever you are. I will be continuing to share, as I always do, and offering my classes live online so that I can still connect with you guys. You can still get your yoga practice. I've been really enjoying offering it online actually, and keeping the community going. So if you are interested in still doing yoga with me, then pop me a message, and I hope you have a lovely day.